And today is 16 days since my surgery. Things are going really well. I've started eating solid foods. In fact, this morning I had bacon, so woohoo! Went out to breakfast at Cracker Barrel with my husband because we were staying overnight where I had my surgery because I had a nutritionist appointment yesterday and my surgeon appointment today. So just decided instead of driving 4 hours round trip and 2 appointments in 2 days that it would be just as easy to stay overnight. Anyway, went to Cracker Barrel. And at Cracker Barrel, you can get a plate of 1 egg and 2 slices of bacon or sausage with a side of biscuits. And of course, I had them hold the biscuits. And I had about 3/4 of an egg and 1.5 pieces of bacon, and I was full. But so I went to my nutritionist appointment, like I said yesterday, and this is approximately 2 weeks until about 2 months after after your surgery, that you, according to my hospital anyway, and yours may be completely different, we go from completely liquid foods to eating foods, just having to chew a lot. We skip the pureed stage. Anyway, so they have a start food, and that I'm only supposed to probably be eating at most maybe 2 ounces of food a meal, and that's 3 meals a day. And that's just really weird. I mean, having a slice of turkey or 2 slices of turkey, deli meat turkey and you get full off of that is a very strange feeling. But so for me, the hardest problem has been drinking enough. When I was doing protein drinks, easy to get your liquid for the day. It's like 65 ounces, I think, at this point is what I'm supposed to be aiming for. And I was dizzy. I've been dizzy a lot since the surgery. And at first it was because, I just had surgery. My body was recovering. But since then, I've just decided that it was probably because I'm a little bit dehydrated. So I decided that I was going to keep a food log of everything I ate or drank. And the only way that I did this is I put it in the kitchen. So whenever I got something, I just wrote it down. If I had to do it on my phone or my computer or when I was sitting down, that probably wouldn't work for me because I don't always have my computer, my phone, or I'm not always sitting in the same place. And so I've just done that for 3 days now, and it's worked. And I definitely see that it is a lot harder to get the liquid in, because if you have those 2 ounces of whatever for breakfast, then you're full for hours and you don't really want to drink anything. But, I guess I just have to make myself either eat less or just drink more. And so I can eat, they want me to eat lean meats and low fat items. And I'm eating meats and fat items because I was doing ketonic before the surgery, and I see no reason not to do ketonic now. I understand the reasoning for the low fat things, but I just don't feel like it really applies to me. And maybe this is going to come around to bite me in the butt, but hey, I'm going to try it, see how it goes. Other than that, things are good. I am getting my vitamins in, and my calciums. Been exercising. I walked like 18 miles last week because, Fitbit tracks it. I think I'm doing better than most of the other people that had surgery the same day, and for whatever reason, I'm not here to say why, because every person's different, everybody's different, everything that people have eaten for years or the way they've treated their body for years or medical problems they already had, everybody's going to be different. All right. So then I had my surgeon's appointment today. So this is my 2 weeks post-op surgery appointment. And he said everything looked good, that I was doing really well, and that I should start exercising more, and that I was right on track for what I should be losing. So I've lost 9 pounds since my surgery date. And apparently you can only lose fat, 3.5 pounds of fat a week. Like, that's the maximum your body can actually lose. So the other 2.5 pounds was probably liquid. They fill you up with a lot of liquid and you're in the hospital, and you have to lose that so you're not like swamped inside. I don't know what the term is, but the only problem I had other than the dizziness was that once the glue, because my surgeon does internal sutures at the incision lines, and then glue instead of Steri-strips or external stitches or any of those things. Once the glue came off, which I actually pulled off because I'm impatient. Once the glue came off, I found that some of my internal stitches were sticking out, so I had trimmed some, but the other ones were either in a location where I couldn't get to it. I didn't really feel like pulling stitches out of my body to trim them because that was a little bit more gross than I wanted to do. He said that they would have dissolved in a few weeks, but the reason I had him pull them out and trim them, and the reason was because they were catching on my clothes, and that is very uncomfortable because you'll be walking and things are catching and it's pulling inside of you, and well, you get the idea. Anyway, so I had that done, and I go back and I see him in, I think, beginning of December. And I'm supposed to go see my nutritionist in 6 weeks, but I'm going to maybe not do that because, I know what the next stage is. They've told me multiple times what the next stage is, and I don't really want to drive an hour and for a 15-minute appointment. I mean, I'm going to find out if maybe they'll do it over the phone or Skype or something, but otherwise I'm just going to try and find somebody local that my insurance will accept. That's just my choice. Anyway, doing really well, feeling good. I've already gone down a size in clothes. I've noticed that even, the next size down is a little loose in certain areas, and I'll probably be continuing this. Having a conversation with my husband this morning, we were discussing Thanksgiving and Christmas and coming up and how it's going to be strange to, if I go out to eat or go with a family or something, about how it's going to be strange for other people to look at me and me only having a small plate of food and maybe only having 6 or 7 tablespoons of food on the plate in different sizes places. And someone online had said just this morning that they referred to that as their tasting plate. So if somebody says, well, don't you want to, you're going to miss out on all the foods. Aunt whatever made this and grandma made this and you have to try it. Well, you can try a teaspoon. You can try a tablespoon. You don't have to have a whole slice. Anyway, so I was thinking, by Christmas, I could actually be 50 pounds lighter than I am right now. I could be under 200 pounds, and I haven't been under 200 pounds since high school. So, kind of wild. So, looking forward to seeing what happens. I hope everyone is doing well, and once again, if you have any questions, you want to make any comments, whatever, I'm still getting used to this. I've tried closing the blinds in my bedroom because I noticed that I was having a shine on my glasses, in my studio here. So hopefully that looks a little bit better. You can see I have green. My green hair is a little bit faded now. I had dyed it right before I went in for surgery because I didn't know if I'd be able to lean over to do it afterwards. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi and fill you in, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye!